Welcome to the Wisdom Path, where timeless insights meet real-life transformation. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on powerful life lessons that simplify and uplift your journey. Imagine you walk into your home after a long day, but instead of peace, you're greeted by a mess. Clothes on the couch, dishes in the sink, a half-written letter on the table. It's hard to relax. That's exactly what happens in your mind when you don't organize your thoughts and tasks. In today's video, we're exploring how to declutter your brain and regain control over your time, energy, and peace of mind, based on the life-changing ideas from David Allen's Getting Things Done. Let's begin with the first truth. Part 1. Declutter your mind. The secret to real productivity. 1. Your brain is not a storage unit. David Allen says, your mind is for having ideas, not holding them. Let's think of your brain like a computer. If you keep dozens of tabs open at the same time, reminders, doubts, errands, forgotten promises, it slows everything down. Eventually it crashes. The solution? Offload the mental clutter. Write things down. All of them, big or small. Story. Jane, a school teacher, used to lie awake at night, mind buzzing with tasks. Grade papers, buy groceries, plan a trip. But when she started keeping a small notebook by her bed and wrote everything down, her sleep improved. Why? Because her brain finally believed, I've got it stored somewhere safe. Takeaway. Don't trust your memory. Trust a system. Use a notebook, app, calendar, whatever works for you. Free your brain from being your to-do list. 2. The magic of the 2-minute rule. If something will take you 2 minutes or less, just do it, right now. Sounds simple, but this small habit is a game changer. Example: replying to a short email, filing a receipt, throwing away trash. These are tiny things that become huge when you avoid them. This rule prevents many tasks from building up into a mountain of procrastination. It's like washing your cup right after you drink from it instead of letting dishes pile up for a week. Brian Tracy once said, "The key to success is to start before you're ready." The 2-minute rule is about doing just that, starting. 3. Capture everything. Don't let thoughts drift away. Have you ever had a great idea in the shower or remembered something important while stuck in traffic, only to forget it later? That's because your brain is like a toddler. It reminds you of random things at random times. David Allen's advice: capture it all. Whether you use sticky notes, a voice memo, or a digital app, create one trusted place where your thoughts can land. Story. Michael, a graphic designer, had design ideas come to him while walking his dog. He began using a voice recorder on his phone to capture ideas in real time. Later, when he sat down to work, he had a treasure chest of inspiration waiting. Tip: make capturing ideas a habit. When your mind trusts that your system works, it will stop bombarding you with thoughts at 2 a.m. 4. Not everything is yours to do. One of the biggest sources of stress is feeling like you have to do everything yourself, but you don't. Sort your tasks into do it yourself, delegate it, defer it, delete it. Story. Maria managed a small business. She realized she was spending hours doing things her assistant could easily handle. Once she learned to delegate, her stress levels dropped and her energy went into growing her company. Lesson: you are not lazy for letting go of tasks. You are wise for focusing on what matters most. Closing reflection for Part 1. So here's what we've learned today. Free your mind by storing tasks outside your brain. If it takes 2 minutes, just do it. Capture everything. Learn what to do and what to let go. David Allen isn't just teaching productivity. He's showing us how to breathe again. Less chaos, more clarity. Remember, Productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters with peace of mind. In the next part, we'll go deeper into context, action planning, and weekly reviews that keep your system alive and effective. Part 2. Action and Context. How to make progress without stress 1. Context is everything. Have you ever had 10 free minutes but didn't know what to do with them? That's not because you were lazy, it's because you didn't match the moment with the right task. David Allen suggests organizing tasks by context. Things to do at work, things to do at home, things to do on the phone, things to do on the computer. Story. Ethan had a to-do list that was a mile long, but he found himself wasting time deciding what to do. So he grouped tasks by context. Now, when he's waiting in line or stuck in traffic, he checks his phone tasks and knocks out a few quick calls. No more wasted windows of time. Takeaway. When you match tasks with where you are and what tools you have, things get done faster, with less effort. Every project needs a clear next step. Let's say your list includes plan vacation, start blog, get in shape. These sound like goals, but they're not actions. That's why they sit there, haunting you. David Allen teaches us to ask, what's the very next physical action I can take? For plan vacation, the next step might be search flights to Spain. For start blog, it could be choose a blog name. For get in shape, maybe it's schedule gym tour. Story. Lena wanted to write a children's book. For years, it was just a dream. Then she asked herself, what's one small step? She decided to write just one paragraph. That paragraph led to a page. That page became a chapter. Quote, Tony Robbins once said, clarity is power. When you define your next step, you give yourself power to move forward. 3. Create a trusted system that you actually use. The best system is not the fanciest. It's the one you actually stick with. You don't need 10 different apps or color-coded notebooks. What you need is one place to gather your tasks, ideas, and reminders. A place you trust, like a second brain. Story. Derek tried a dozen productivity apps. None worked, until he picked one simple tool and made it a habit. Now every task, big or small, goes there. He calls it his mind map, and it helps him sleep better, knowing he won't forget anything important. Tip. Pick your tool. Use it daily. Review it weekly. Trust it completely. 4. Review weekly. The secret reset button. No matter how good your system is, life happens. Task slip. Priority shift. That's why Allen recommends a weekly review. Take 30 minutes every week to check off what's done, update your task list, ask what's next. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain and your plans. Example, every Friday afternoon, Sarah blocks time for her Friday flow. She looks over her notes, reschedules tasks, and clears her inbox. It's her way of ending the week with a clean slate and starting the next one with confidence. Lesson. Without regular review, your system becomes outdated and your stress returns. With it, you stay in control. 5. Simplify to amplify. Sometimes we think being productive means doing more, but true productivity is about doing less, better. Allen says, delete what doesn't matter. Delegate what you don't need to do. Focus only on what moves the needle. Mini story. Tom used to fill every hour of his calendar. He was always busy but rarely felt accomplished. After reading Getting Things Done, he cut half his tasks. Suddenly, he had time for his family, his health, and deep, focused work. He felt alive again. Analogy. A tree doesn't grow stronger by growing more branches. It grows stronger by focusing on deeper roots. Closing reflection. For part 2, let's recap today's 5 key steps. Sort tasks by context to use your time wisely. Define the next physical action for each project. Build a simple, trusted system to store tasks. Do a weekly review to stay on track. Cut the noise. Focus only on what matters. These aren't just tips for productivity. They're tools for peace, for reclaiming your energy, for saying no to chaos and yes to clarity. You don't need to run faster. You need to walk with purpose. In the final part of this series, we'll explore how all these pieces come together to help you live and work with freedom, clarity, and joy. Part 3. Mastering the Flow. Living a clear and focused life. 1. The power of flow. Have you ever been so focused that time disappeared? That's flow. But here's the truth. Flow doesn't just happen. It's built on structure. Think of your life like a river. If the riverbed is clear and well-shaped, water flows easily. But if it's full of debris, unmade decisions, forgotten tasks, unclear priorities, everything slows down. David Allen's system is about clearing the riverbed so your energy can move freely. Story. Emma, a freelance photographer, used to feel overwhelmed every Monday. Emails, invoices, ideas, meetings, it all came at once. But after applying GTD, she started her week with a clear list, clean desk, and a calm mind. Now, she says, my week flows instead of crashes. Reminder. You don't need more time. You need fewer mental obstacles. 2. Trust your system, so your mind can relax. Most of us walk around with one foot in the present and the other in a storm of forgotten tasks. That tension steals our energy, even when we're resting. Allen reminds us, once you have a trusted system, your mind will stop interrupting you. It won't keep asking, did you forget something? Because it knows everything has a place. Mini example, Daniel takes 10 minutes each evening to review his notes and organize tasks for the next day. Now he sleeps better. Why? Because he's told his brain, we've got this. It's written down. It's under control. Quote, Joe Dispenza once said, your personality creates your personal reality. Your habits shape how your life feels. Systems give your personality a framework for peace. 3. The weekly review. Your most valuable ritual. Let's return to the idea of the weekly review, because this habit is more than maintenance. It's transformation. Once a week, sit down with your system and check what you've accomplished. Remove what no longer matters. Clarify what needs to happen next. It's like going to the gym for your mind. Story. Natalie runs a nonprofit. Every Sunday morning, she reviews her tasks with a coffee and soft music. It's her reset moment. It's not a chore anymore, she says. It's a ritual, a way to stay aligned with what really matters. Tip. Make your weekly review enjoyable. Light a candle. Play music. Celebrate what you did well. Reflect, not just plan. 4. From reaction to intention. Most people live in reaction mode, responding to emails, messages, and emergencies. But GTD shifts you into intention mode. You start deciding what matters most instead of reacting to what screams the loudest. Story. Carlos used to spend entire days replying to email. He felt productive, but achieved little. With GTD, he now starts his day reviewing his system, not his inbox. His work feels lighter, and he finishes the day with a sense of purpose. Metaphor. Living in reaction is like being a leaf blown by the wind. Living in intention is like steering your own ship. 5. The bigger picture. Why we do all this. At the heart of getting things done is a bigger idea. We're not trying to be busy. We're trying to be free. Free to think. Free to create. Free to enjoy life without the constant weight of unfinished business. Story. Elliot, a retired engineer, started GTD after he left work. I thought retirement would be calm, he said, but my mind was still noisy. By using GTD, he quieted his thoughts and found energy to paint, garden, and volunteer, things he truly loved. Lesson. A clear mind is not a luxury. It's a path to meaning. Closing reflection. The gift of a calm mind. Let's bring it all together. Here's what you now know. Checkmark. Your brain is for thinking, not remembering. Write things down, always. Use the 2-minute rule. Capture everything, from big dreams to small errands. Review your life weekly to stay in control. Do only what matters and let the rest go. Build flow with structure, not pressure. This is not just productivity. This is mental clarity. This is freedom from chaos. You don't have to live in stress and overwhelm. You can live in calm. You can work with joy. You can breathe again. Thank you for walking this path with us. If this series helped you, subscribe to the Wisdom Path and share it with someone who could use a little more peace in their life. And remember, it's not about getting everything done. It's about getting the right things done with clarity, focus, and peace. See you in the next episode.